It was 26 November 1949. The final version of the Constitution was adopted. We got independence in 1947, but the Constituent Assembly was constituted in November 1946. But wait, the story began in 1934. The idea of the Constituent Assembly for India was put forward for the first time by M.N. Roy, pioneer of communist movement in India. In 1938, Jawaharlal Nehru declared that Constitution of Free India must be framed without outside interference by a Constituent Assembly. But the demand was finally accepted by British government in what is known as August Offer of 1940. But do you think it was that easy? Of course not. It was British government. What was this August Offer? The August Offer was an attempt to secure Indian support for the British war in World War II. So, in turn, it was promised that the British government would introduce a representative constituent body consisting mainly of Indians to frame India's new constitution. Of course. In 1942, amidst the World War II, Stanford Cripps, a member of the cabinet, came to India with a draft proposal on the framing of an independent constitution to be adopted after the World War II. But here is a twist. The Cripps proposal was rejected by the Muslim League, which wanted India to be divided into two autonomous states with two separate constituent assemblies. Finally, a cabinet mission was sent to India. Well, now that's a whole new topic of Mountbatten Plan, which will be brought in another interesting video. Now going back, Constituent Assembly was formed, but then again the Muslim League signaled that it would not participate in the proceedings. On 22nd November, it officially announced a boycott. It was 9th December 1946 in the broad daylight at 11 a.m. With hope, challenges and vision to build an independent India, Constituent Assembly held its first meeting. Eventually, by the end of January 1947, it was clear that the League would not come on board. From this point onwards, the League's absence was never really brought up again, and the Assembly went ahead with its work to draft the Indian Constitution. While we remember Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar, but Constituent Assembly also included prominent individuals like Sardar Patel, B.N. Rao, H.V.R. Iyengar, S.N. Mukherjee, who were among the 389 members of the Assembly. Drafting committee had B.R. Ambedkar as chairman, Dr. Rajendra Prasad as president, and other members like N. Gopal Swami Iyengar, Alladi Krishna Swami Iyer, Syed Mohammed, N. Madhav Rao, T.T. Krishnamacharya. Predominantly, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel are considered as the founding fathers of our constitution. After over 11 sessions, first draft of the constitution was submitted on February 1948. Now, it was 2 years, 11 months and 17 days. On 26 November 1949, the final version of the constitution was adopted. But it did not take effect until January 26, 1950, which is now observed as Republic Day. As the longest written constitution in the world, the Indian Constitution originally contained 395 articles and 8 schedules totaling around 1,45,000 words. We also have some interesting facts about our constitution. Let's see what it is. The Indian Constitution is completely handwritten and designed. Can you believe it? Sri Nandlal Bose, a pioneer of modern Indian art, designed the borders of every page of the Constitution and added art to the Constitution. Sri Prem Bihari Nareen, a master of calligraphic art, hand-wrote the Constitution. Although it took him 6 months to complete the task, do you know what he told? He said, I will not charge a single rupee for my work. That's incredible. We also have a symbol, elephant. Elephant was adopted as symbol of Constituent Assembly. Now, Indian Constitution borrowed few other features from Constitution of other countries as well. Did you know it? Yes, our Indian Constitution borrowed few features from constitutions of other countries. Let's see what it is. Parliamentary system of government, single citizenship was borrowed from British Constitution. Fundamental rights was from United States of America's Constitution. Directive principles of state policy. Fundamental duties came from Irish Constitution. Federal structure was from Canadian Constitution. Joint sitting of Parliament was brought from Australian Constitution. The ideals of liberty, equality and fraternity which emerged during the French Revolution are reflected in the Indian Constitution's preamble. Today, as we observe Samvidhan Divas, Constitution Day of India on 26 November, let us remember to honor and express our deepest gratitude to all those who envision an independent India and made countless sacrifices to secure our freedom. We also need to remember the forgotten words of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He says, however good a constitution may be, if those who are implementing it are not good, it'll prove to be bad. However bad a constitution may be, if those implementing it are good, it'll prove to be good. Jai Hind.